In the motherhood organizational system, the orders are represented by two types of moms, the Pinterest moms and the practical moms. Kale tries to be both, and this is her story.
This is what happens when you buy containers. This one loves to play with containers. I might have to come back and pick up a few more just for her to play with. Hey you guys, welcome to my kitchen. Well, parts of the kitchen. Usually you're pointing the other way, but today we are going to be redoing my pantry because it is an embarrassing mess. I cannot focus knowing that my house has a corner that is disorganized. And you know what? There's a lot of those corners there, and instead of me going missing for a couple of weeks trying to reorganize this, I was just like, I'm gonna film the process and show you the deepest, darkest depths of my soul, which is my pantry right now. So again, when I started this channel, I said that this is gonna be real life. This is motherhood. This is the chaos that is my life, and it's actually not that bad. So I reorganized my pantry back in November and it looked awesome, and then we had the holidays, and then we had New Year's, and then we traveled, and then we had family, and then it just ended up being a chaotic mess, and I know exactly why. When I did my pantry last November, I didn't actually have a system in place. I just put things on shelves. And I think that when you organize, you need to have an actual system, you need to label stuff, and you need to make sure that everyone else in the household is following the same system, or it's gonna be a chaotic mess again. Okay, I'm so embarrassed to show you guys this, but here we go. Oh my goodness, okay, that is my pantry. There's just stuff on the floor, there's just stuff here. I mean, that's not too bad. And then just random like partying events kind of stuff up there. This is really sad because when I lived in Hong Kong, like this would actually be someone's bedroom. And I think they had something called like a modified twin bed where it's actually smaller than a twin bed and it would go against the wall, and maybe they'll have like a dresser or something. So yeah, I am very, very blessed, very fortunate to have a pantry to store food. That is the reason why I tell people to travel. I think traveling really helps open your eyes and makes you be grateful for the things in your life. And not just travel, but to like live somewhere for a couple of months and really, really be immersed in a different culture, because you'll learn a lot and it will definitely change your perspective in life. All right, let's pan. And this right here is all the bins and things and stuff that I got from the Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree, that's Dollar Tree. Those baskets, not all of them are gonna be in the pantry. I just have them for a couple places in my home. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move everything out here and onto the kitchen island, and this way I can see everything that I have, and then I'm gonna reorganize it. And I think the baskets for now are gonna be good for me to figure out, okay, what is throwaway, what needs to be reorganized or moved to a different part of my kitchen. These bins are actually really nice. I was kind of bummed that there wasn't a lot more white ones. You know, for me, I like everything to be like in the beige, brown, white, gray tone when it comes to my house. I know, we see so many of that already in all the homes and stuff, but when it comes to organizational stuff, I can't have a lot of color. Does that make sense? And it sucks because, you know, the Dollar Tree usually has all the colors, so I had to go to a couple of them to pick up the ones that I need, but I'm happy about what I got. So let's get this video started. And my kitchen is also a mess right now, so there's that. By the way, you guys, in this video, I'm gonna switch over a couple of times to voiceover because I kind of filmed this on high speed and I didn't really talk throughout the process. But what I'm doing here is I'm just pulling everything out of my pantry just to get a clear view of what my pantry looks like. And while I do this, I also make sure that I put like all the snacks and sweets in one pile, all of kind of like the baking goods in another pile, canned goods, non-perishables and stuff in one pile. Earlier, I explained that I had 3 baskets. One was for donation, one was for kind of like, do I move it around in a different space in the kitchen, and then the last one was actually for trash. So when I was pregnant, my friend introduced me to something called Grippos, and she's from Kentucky, and so she sent me a big box of these a couple of months ago, and I am so excited to redo this pantry so I can give it a nice basket and a nice home so that it can remove itself from this cardboard box. Alright, so right here I am organizing my canned goods, and I'm just trying to get them into a category. I didn't want to like take them down and bring them out and stuff, so I really wasn't practicing what I preach here. Also, I'm sorry that the angle of the camera is just like a pure butt shot, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie, I got some nice buns. Okay, same thing with the flour and stuff. I didn't want to like carry it all out, so I'm trying to just go through a lot of the stuff and then figure out where I want to put the boxes. Surprisingly, I don't have a lot of boxed goods, and yeah, I was just kind of figuring out where it needs to go. If you are a mom, nay. If you are an adult, I highly recommend getting a label maker, especially if you're living with someone else or if you're sharing a space. Literally, labeling helps so much. It keeps everything organized and in its place, and even in your foggy mind, in your foggy brain, in your lack of sleep self, you can still read a label and still be able to put things away in its actual category. And I think labeling just has made my life so much easier. So right here, I actually pull out all the bags from my cereal boxes. I feel like the cereal box is so unnecessary. It's actually cumbersome and it's a pain in the butt to get to the cereal. So I'm just gonna pull them out. I put a clip on it, and then in the front, I'm just gonna write Cheerios or maple Cheerios or whatever. I really don't have a lot of cereal in my pantry. I know that's gonna change when Grootie gets a little bit older, but right now we just got the simple Cheerios and the maple Cheerios, which is really delicious. I personally feel like it takes up less space and it goes into a really nice basket, which I can label. I think that's really important for me to actually see compartments and not have it be a compartment in my mind and I go into my pantry and have to create an invisible compartment. Does that make sense? Okay, now I'm using these shallow fabric containers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to store my cans in them. Again, I feel like the pantry looks messy because there's a lot of cans, a lot of labels, just a lot of, it's a sensory overload. That's what I could call it. It's a sensory overload, and by just having it in little bins and compartments, it doesn't overwhelm you. And you know, if you just read the label, you'll know exactly what is in each one of these tiny bins anyways. And I'm sorry again about my butt shot. Alright you guys, let's do a check-in. So a lot of stuff is starting to come together. It took me a little bit to categorize everything because I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put stuff, and I was just like, you know what, let's do it like the grocery store. So how I would shop at a grocery store and how I would organize it is going to be similar. This way when I come home, I can just put it in the allocated space that needs to be. Before, it had a different type of system, and when you go from like shopping at a grocery store to and you come home and you have a different system, I feel like if both are in the same, it's easier for you to inventory everything, and it'll be easier for you to put everything away. That's just something that I was thinking about as I was organizing stuff. So far it's starting to look pretty good. I love those baskets down there. Oh my goodness, so worth it. I love these little bins here. So worth it. I used to have these little bins and they were cute, except I felt like visually it was too much because of the holes. Secondly, they, I don't know if you can see this, but you see this little eye shape right here. They're supposed to connect, and it was a pain in the butt pulling things in and out, because then what happens is you end up pulling all of it out. So that was not helpful whatsoever. I honestly don't even know what these would be good for, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with them for anything that's in my house, or they're just gonna end up being donated, because I really can't imagine them being anything useful for anything in my house. Like I still have a lot more stuff to put away, so yeah, there's that. But at least I have kind of like a category thing going on, and it'll just be a lot easier. Now I have a ton of space in my pantry still, so definitely I'm not short of space. Your girl's blood sugar is dipping a little bit. I am starving. It doesn't help being around all this food, and I'm gonna rummage something up so I can eat it, and then we'll wrap around and work on this a little bit more. I have about, I have 30 minutes before I have to leave to go get Grootie Bear. She's at her PDO program right now, so I'm gonna have to do this quickly, or maybe work on it while she's still here or napping or something. We'll see. And then at 1 o'clock, I have to do some sticker shop work anyway, so I have to eat quick, get some of this done, work on sticker shop stuff. But progress, I'm excited about it because it's been driving me nuts every time I walk in here. There's no reason to have all this space and you can't find stuff. What happens is when you have a lot of stuff and it's just like hidden, you end up buying double or triple, and it's such a bad habit. So okay, so I just ate and I am getting back into it again, and I'm just labeling all of my fabric storage bins. All of these are going to be canned goods. I don't buy a lot of canned goods. It's usually just coconut milk or beans, so I kind of stick to those two things. Most of my vegetables are always fresh or frozen. We did have a lot of tuna left over from Hurricane Harvey. We donated a good chunk of it, and then we saved a chunk of it because we figured maybe there's going to be another tropical storm coming up, up and we might need it. But I'm at this point where I'm just like, we need to eat this stuff, or we need to donate it, or we need to do something with it, because your girl is not a fan of canned tuna. So yeah, Papa Bear's gonna have to be eating a lot of tuna salad. But it is 1 o'clock. That means I need to stop doing whatever I'm doing, and I need to work on my sticker shop, because if I keep doing this, I'm gonna, you know, push the sticker shop to the side. So this is gonna be kind of like a work in progress situation, but so far it actually looks good. I am very happy with the way it turned out. I think I might need more of these white bins to just fill up that up top right there, because it bothers me when things are not lined up. Does that bother you guys? And even if it's empty, that's fine. At least I, you know, have it. I love that the cans are tucked away. That used to drive me insane. Every time I went in here and I saw all these cans, and I'm just like, my eyes, I don't know what I'm looking at. So that is very nice. You know, this is still gonna be a situation. All of these right here, those big ones, are from Walmart. Do not recommend putting them in the dishwasher because they will warp, but it's nice if you're gonna always constantly fill up your flour or whatnot. I have my dates and my almonds and all that good stuff. All these are things that I use regularly on a weekly basis. We have all the chips and junk down here. So now we have up top. Up here is where I would store all of my bigger dishware for, like, you know, parties and hosting and stuff. And I'm gonna keep those things up there. But this right here is like unused real estate. And you see these cups that just got thrown up there? I'm not gonna say who did that, but we both know it ain't Grootie who did this. So I got a couple more space I can fill up here. I might move these bins. I'm not sure yet because I have all this. Oh my goodness, my kitchen is a mess. Okay, so I have all this stuff right here. So we have, I don't know why I have so many random baggies. This does not need to be in the pantry. That is like Papa Bear's mail. I had to hide it one time really quickly because we were having a party, and so I just dumped it in there. You know, we have plasticware, paperware for parties and stuff. It doesn't need to be in the pantry because I don't eat off of paper plates and stuff on a regular basis. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them and stash them up there where I can't reach every single day, because I use those two shelves at the bottom, those two up there for all the paper and spoons and stuff. So we're gonna work on that. This thing is a KL bin. These two are like Epsom salt, citric acid, sea salt, face mask, different types of essential oils, things that I use on, like, not a weekly basis, but on like a monthly basis to make my body scrub, bath bombs and things like that. I have stopped buying body scrubs and bath bombs and body bombs and stuff. I just make my own now. So these are kind of like the ingredients for that. But once we get all this situated and put away, I think we will be pretty razzle-dazzle. The kitchen island's a mess, the kitchen's a mess, but the pantry is looking on fleek, you guys. I am excited. Good morning, you guys. It is Wednesday, the day I'm supposed to be uploading this video, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because it ended up being a bigger project than I expected. There's a couple more bins that need to go in the pantry, and then there's a couple things that needs to be moved around in the kitchen, but so far we got such a good amount of it like figured out and cleared out. Yesterday I was upstairs watching Overhaul with Papa Bear, and I was just like, I would like a bag of chips, and he's just like, where are they? And I said, in the pantry, in the chip bin, and he was able to go and grab it and then put it away as well. So see, the organizing I can do. I can just put things in bins and whatever and call it a day. It's creating a system that works for the whole family, and that is what takes a little bit longer. And because I lived by myself for a couple of years, you know, I had a system that worked just for myself. And then, you know, Papa Bear moved in, and pretty soon Grootie Bear is gonna be mobile enough where she can come in here and grab her snacks and stuff. So I wanna create some kind of system for her as well, and to have something already set up. This way, you know, when she's at like the age of 5, she's not like, what is this new system, mommy? Why do we have to learn it? No, it's already there. The rules are already set. You follow them when you live in my rooftop. Alrighty, and she knows where the Cheerios are. Mom, no, you can't climb up. Mama, get your Cheerios. Ladies and gentlemen, your girl got a new pantry. Okay, that was a little bit too much. I am so excited. It is Pinterest worthy AF. Like, I used to dog on people all the time. I'm just like, how do people have such nice pantries, nice lives, organized homes, all of that? And maybe I seem like one of those people as well, because I am. I know you guys see snippets of my life and sometimes you're like, oh, I bet you her life is like super duper organized. That's not the case. When you go through 3 roommates moving in and out of your house, your boyfriend coming in, and then soon your fiance, and pretty soon will be your husband, and then you have the most permanent and most demanding roommate of them all, 22 pounds, still very demanding. They come with a lot of stuff. So yeah, my life pretty much for the past year, I neglected laundry, I neglected dishes, I neglected cooking, I neglected a lot of stuff. But you know what? It's that newborn life, and we gotta give ourselves some grace. From me to you, that first year of any of your baby's life, give yourself some grace. 2019 is my year. 2019 is when I get all of my stuff together, and I am super excited to show you guys this pantry. There are definitely things that might change in the future as I start using the pantry, as I start using the system. If anything does change, I will definitely make an updated video. But so far, everything is just up to my standards, and I love it so much. It's just okay, you guys, I'm gonna take a step back. This is my pantry, and the first thing is I finally got some command hooks. Oh, are they? Oh, they are. Oh my goodness, they're really, okay, well, that needs to be fixed later, but it doesn't bother me that much because, you know, I worked on that already. So the first thing is I have my aprons hung up. I actually have aprons. I don't know why I cook without an apron. I should be wearing an apron, and I have 3. This one was a gift a long time from Papa Bear, and they're finally hung up, and they're just not in bins, and I can actually reach for them. These little command hooks are from the Dollar Tree, and they hold up to 3 pounds, and aprons do not weigh 3 pounds. So yeah, pretty awesome. I'm gonna do a full, I think in another video, I'll do like a full tour of like where I got everything, what everything is, how everything works in the pantry. Once I kind of get a system going and seeing how I like it, and then I'll probably just do that in that video. But this is just like a quick once over of what it looks like, you guys. I am so excited. I have all of my party and event stuff up here. It was just a huge mess, and it was because, you know, Papa Bear would just throw things up there, and it's not his fault. It's honestly, it's my fault, because I would say, you know, just put it up there. I didn't have an actual system of how it needs to be put up there, and so he just, you know, just threw it up there. So obviously I can utilize the space a little bit better, but I'm a little bit iffy because, you know, it's glass and stuff, and I don't like glass being so high up. I just feel like it's dangerous. So I kind of lay it a little bit lower. I have these bins right here. Originally, I was gonna go and buy more of these clear bins, but I was just like, look, I don't want to spend more money to buy more bins. And I don't know what it was. My brain was like, why don't you alternate them? And that'd still be okay. And you know what? I think it's okay. Down here, I filled it up with more bins. All of these are from the Dollar Tree. All of these down here are also from the Dollar Tree. All of these right here are from the Container Store. They're kind of expensive, but I bought them years ago before I had Grootie, you know, when I had that disposable income. Not so much these days. Really like them, would recommend them, but they are a little bit expensive. We have all the baking needs and stuff. Kodiak cakes, definitely check them out. All the cans, you guys, are now in these little bins, which are also from the Dollar Tree, which I'm very lucky to find. I've labeled them as well. Maybe in a week or two, I'll probably do a check-in on how the pantry looks and if it stays this way or if it's a good system or not. I'm gonna try this out for a couple weeks, and then I'll come back and do like a full tour of everything that's in here, of everything that I got, where I got them, and why I do it this way and that way. But this is just a nice, quick little overview of it all. I'm very happy. I'm a very happy girl. And it's gonna make cooking so less frustrating. I feel like when you come into the pantry and you're just like, okay, everything is a mess, the recipe in my head is a mess, I'm not gonna get this done. But this inspires me to not freak out. One thing that I think I really love and I wanna share definitely in this video is this little bin here called Eating This Week. This is gonna be the bin that I pretty much pull out like this, and I go through everything and I grab the ingredients that I need and I just chuck it in this bin. And this is gonna be what I'm going to use for the whole entire week when I prep my dinners or whatever. And so it's kind of like my little shopping cart for my pantry where I can just grab and buy what I need for the week. So I think this is going to be a game changer. So I think if any one of you guys want to try this out, please let me know. I think this is just going to make planning for the whole week so much easier. Just have everything ready, grabbed, and go and ready for you the week. And then you just have it in here. And when you're ready to cook for that night, you just go into this bin and search for it. And then at the end of the week, whatever's left over, you can just carry this all the way back and put it in its allocated space. So yeah, you guys, this is my pantry. I am so excited by the way it turned out. I am so happy that there is some kind of system implemented in it. The fact that it's organized, it just makes my heart sing. This thing at the bottom right here, I can't really move it. I don't really have a place to store it. It's my dehydrator. Once Grootie's a little bit older, I'm gonna get back into like dehydrating apple chips and things like that. A couple of years ago, I got really into that. It's a little bit harder now because it takes time to like slice everything and prep everything to put in a dehydrator, but that's my dehydrator. I'm really happy about it. I wish I had like an outlet or something in here so then I can dehydrate while it's in the pantry, but I actually have to pull it out. Anyways, you guys, I know this is a long video, but that's what organizing is. It is a long process. It is not an easy process, and I hope that you guys enjoyed following my process. And I don't know if there's anything that was helpful or entertaining or whatnot. I don't know. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to say something in the comment box, say hello. If you want to subscribe, if you think I'm worthy of it, go ahead, click that red button. But yeah, come and join me on this little life of mine where I try to figure out life. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye! I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet.